Hello students, I am Dr. Tanmoy Vishwas. I welcome you all in my channel Chemistry, the Mystery of Molecules. I believe you are fine. So today I brought a MCQ for you. So such kind of MCQ could be useful for the exams like BSMS or BSc or MSc, means any college or university related exam equivalent in the field of chemistry, or competitive exams like CSIR, NET, GATE, IIT JAM, etc. So it could be useful for those exams. And by the way, the question is represented for you on the whiteboard and the options are provided below. So one of them is the right answer, so you have to find the right answer. So as usual, I first request you student, please pause the video, try by yourself, write your answer in the comment box, and don't hesitate whether your answer will be right or wrong, because you need to understand your situation and self-evaluation is essential for improvement. Okay, so I request you, please pause the video and try by yourself. I believe you have tried by yourself, so it's now my turn to give you the answer. And by the way, as usual, I first give you details explanation. At the end, I shall give you the exact answer, and finally, I shall explain within less than 30 seconds how can you solve such kind of problems in the exam. And most importantly, I have a request. If you really enjoy my video, please subscribe this channel, and if possible, please support this channel through Patreon. Okay, so let's start. So first you need to know what is Lawson's reagent. It's the most important thing. Lawson's reagent is actually it's a phosphorus sulfur containing reagent which is used for selective, both are same, both sides are same, which is used for the selective sulfur addition. This. So in short we can write AR means paramethoxyphenol, sorry not to, ARP is 2 twice this. And by the way, please remember in this case there is another reagent, that is Uhlen's reagent. So that is PAC. It is a selective selenium insertion reagent. Both are same. You can see sulfur is replaced by the selenium. Phenyl group case is there is a change, but it is not that much significant. So this reagent is actually selective sulfur addition. Okay, and so for such kind of reagent, if you do the reaction, see this is Lawson's reagent, benzene and dimethoxyethane reflux. By the way, what is dimethoxyethane? See, dimethoxyethane is the ether of ethylene glycol. You can say dimethyl. Dimethoxyethane is a diether. So this is the solvent and reflux is carried out. Now step by step, let's go. What is produced in the first stage? First stage, see Lawson's reagent. This is given. So what you can expect that this sulfur will be transferred to carbonyl, and how many carbonyls are possible? In this case, 2 carbonyls. And by the way, you can think that sir, there is a OMe. Will it break? Obviously not, because this oxygen carbon bond is very stable and it has multiple bond character because of its aromatic ring. This is very stable, and generally this Lawson's reagent doesn't break single bond, it breaks multiple bond. Means oxygen's carbon oxygen double bond. So what it produces? It produces double bond S. By the way, I am not giving so details mechanism because I have already uploaded a lecture. Please visit if you want to learn further this. And what is the driving force for this reaction? See what is actually happen. For carbon oxygen, which is actually a stable bond, is converted into this relatively unstable. Why this reaction occurs? Because along with this some other product is produced. What is that other product? That other product is phosphorus oxygen bond. And by the way, phosphorus oxygen bond is very stable. Why? Because it has a d-pi p-pi back bonding. D-pi p-pi. What do I mean by the statement? D-pi means the vacant d orbital of phosphorus, and p-pi means field p orbital of oxygen undergo overlap. So that's why d-pi p-pi back bonding. Why back bonding? Because oxygen is giving lone pair towards the phosphorus, and that's why phosphorus oxygen bond is very stable. Please remember, you have already observed such kind of example, that is Wittig reaction, driving force is phosphorus oxygen bond formation. So that thing is the driving force for this reaction. Okay, so one side is unstable bond forming carbon sulfur, but another side is a very stable bond forming. That's why this thing happened. Now, interesting thing, look at it. By the way, please remember, 1,4-dicarbonyl compound is a source of 5-member heterocycle. I have already discussed dedicated lecture on preparation of 5-member heterocyclic compounds. Please visit if you have any difficulty. So this. By the way, then you can ask that why, sir, you have converted O into S. If you do directly reaction on this, possible under very strongly acidic under strongly acidic condition, this is possible, and in this case this 1,4 parent one results in furan. Okay, but here I have already replaced the oxygen which could have been participated with sulfur, so furan formation not possible. And by the way, you can think that they are opposite, how they will react. This bond rotation possible, bro. So what can happen? Just rotate this. So this is either just rotate means this. Okay, so this is possible because, and still now this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So now what can happen? See, as I told sometime before, that carbon sulfur bond is not that much stable. Okay, and the pi bond is far unstable because sigma bond is the head of formation as a consequence of head on overlap, but pi bond sidewise overlap. Means you can consider this is 1 2p, this is 1 3p. So overlap very less. Okay, if the overlap is less, the orbital is less stable. So consequently, it is more reactive, you can consider. So what is expected? That one sulfur, because we know that sulfur is a good nucleophile. Okay, so one sulfur. So what is the driving force for first step reaction? PO bond formation. Second step, I'll show. First of all, it will attack, it will open up. Okay, because sulfur is a good nucleophile. Another thing, carbon sulfur bond is not that much stable. After attack, at least one pi bond is broken and once another sigma bond formed. So in this case, what is the product? So this is the S and C, 5-member ring formation. Why? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just draw the 5-member ring. Now 5 is this, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in the 1 position there is also this AR part. Attach, fine. Now what will happen? This S will be S minus. Now and this sulfur will have a formal positive charge. Now what is expected? Just look at little carefully. See, these molecule here, these have one hydrogen because possible. So it can undergo tautomerization. This hydrogen will be abstracted by someone. It will come here. It will come. So what is the benefit? So this is 5-member ring. This is one double bond. After this, sulfur became neutral. And this is S, I'll come S minus, and this is actually OMe. Okay, so just look at who will abstract this proton. The molecule which can abstract this proton is a stronger base, means atom have some negative charge density, and in this case who have this sulfur, so this will not remain S minus, it will be converted into SH. Okay, so that's why this thing will happen. Now fine. So what is the next step? See, this SH is formed. Now what can happen? This sulfur can push and it can leave. Okay, so what will be the next consequence? So this 5-member, this is the sulfur, this, and this is the air, this, and in this case SH minus will leave and this sulfur will have a formal positive charge. Now you can ask me a question that, sir, SH minus why it will leave? First of all, when it leaves, there could be a carbocation formation also, or sulfur can push. And this is benzylic position, so any type of this type of carbocation type derivative formation is easier. Point number 1. Second, this is SH formed, I agree, but there is another story. See, the sulfur is in plus, means 3 valency, and there are hydrogens. So this SH, what can it do? It can abstract this hydrogen. So what is the fate of this? So hydrogen will be abstracted, this will go there, it will come back. So in this way, what it will generate? Let me clean this. So in this way, it will generate. So let's draw the 6-member ring attached with a 5-member ring. Here the sulfur, this is double bond, this is double bond, attached to this by ONE. Okay, now, so this is the product. So what is the driving force for this reaction? Driving force, DF, is aromaticity. What do I mean? Look at this. This is a thiophene derivative, and we know it's a 5-member heterocyclic compound. They are pi excess nucleus. Why? Because 6 pi electrons are distributed over 5 atoms. I have already discussed many lectures on 5-member heterocyclic compound. Especially, you can visit thiophene thing for your better understanding. So this is the answer of this problem. Okay. So this is the answer. Answer D. Now question. We have understood everything. The second step, driving force is aromaticity. First step, pure bond formation. Everything we got. And the reaction's main reason is the nucleophilicity of the sulfur. That's why this attack happened. And ultimately, through these steps, product is produced. Now question. Why not this? See, this is actually intermediate. This is also intermediate because at a particular time both will be substituted. We can't expect one may be substituted, one not. So this is intermediate, it will react further. This is also intermediate, it will react further. Not possible. Now question, whether this versus this. See, remember one thing. That thiophene derivative forms 1,4 dicarbonyl compound. Okay. So this is one side. I do not have control. But this, so the thiophene produces, this is from 1,4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this 4 position must be attached to the ketonic substitution, means this. So in case of thiophene, this 1,4 means this, we may consider it's a C2 substitution. So this will be C2. So without doing the mechanism also, you can conclude that this is not possible. Which left? This one. So within exam hall, less than 30 seconds, based on few understanding. What are the understanding? What are those understanding? First of all, 1,4 dicarbonyl compound in presence of Lawson's reagent results in thiophene formation, and 1,4 substitution goes 1 and 4 substitution goes to the C2 position. So this thing will, first of all, thiophene will be produced, and this thing will go to C2 position. Means this thing. Less than 30 seconds you can come up. And so for that purpose, what knowledge you need? One, information, what is Lawson's reagent or what is DAR. What this reagent does, it forms carbon-oxygen bond into carbon-sulfur bond. And another thing, 1,4 dicarbonyl means dicarbonyl derivative of sulfur resulted in thiophene formation. And this substitution goes to C2 position. Then it's fine. Your answer. Okay. So I believe in this way, less than 30 seconds, you can end up to the right answer in the exam hall. So this is the end of this discussion. Please write your opinion in the comment box. You have liked this, enjoyed this video or not. And most importantly, subscribe and press the bell icon to get the notification of every single video. And I request you students, please share this video among your friends so that others can enjoy the benefit. Because I will be very happy if my effort is useful for many people. So this is the end of the discussion. Thank you again. See you in my next video. Bye bye.